I thought it was very cool that color Raine did this collaboration with Power. I think it is very black, and I think it's very unique and unexpected, kind of. I did not expect to buy anything from the Colored Rain Power collaboration when I first heard about it. I was just like, okay, but once again, Kelsey Brianna J made me do it. Like, I watched her review of one of the palettes and the highlighter and blush duos, and she was just so excited about it that I was just like, okay, well, I mean, she did an amazing eyeshadow look with it, and she was so excited about it, and I was just like, I have to get this. So I picked up the highlighter and blush duo. This one is called My Day One, I believe. I really like this packaging too. Like, I don't know what the theme song sounds like. I am not familiar with the aesthetic branding of Power, but I really love the black roses in this, so like the grayish like undertone, of course, bringing out the contrast. You can see that these are roses. I really like it. This is like a matte finish, and the slides out. Classy. I really like this. So yes, like I said, this is the highlighter blush duo. It's called My Day One. This is what the highlighter blush duo looks like. It's kind of hard to tell what the colors look like to me on the website. I was hoping that this would be more of like a reddish kind of berry color, but as you can see, it looks more purplish, but you know, we're gonna try it out. And this one is kind of like a champagne-y kind of highlighter. I feel like I have something like this already, but you know, this is why I went for this, because I'm just like, I don't want to take any chances. I want it to work. There are 4 blush and highlighter duos. There's only one eyeshadow palette, and I believe this is limited edition. Yes, powerful limited edition collection. I also really love this. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. It's hot. So this is the eyeshadow palette, and the eyeshadows have names that are inspired by the show, like, so this is Truth, Legacy, Respect, Snitch, Revenge, Deception. This is Alibi. I really like the look of this color. Betrayal and Testify. I mean, I think that these terms are very familiar to us, even outside of Power. You know, we know the genre, the kind of show that has these, like, I'm sure The Wire had this. Yes, it's another show I have not watched. Don't take away my black card, okay? It's going to happen. It's gonna happen. I'm just generally, you know what? Let me just cop to this. I'm just not really into the whole, like, CSI investigation, Law and Order. Like, I'm just not into those shows generally. So it's nothing personal, nothing against The Wire and Power. I mean, The Wire is, like, at this point, iconic and historic. Like, I have to binge watch it, but I'm not usually into those kinds of shows. So now that I'm done disclaiming again, let's get on with what we're really here for. So before I start to do anything or apply any color to my eyelids, I'm going to set it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. There was a little bit of a learning curve for me. I had to realize that you don't really need that much of this, and I was using way too much. Like, I looked like a clown. It was ridiculous. And then I just had to, like, watch a few videos to realize that I only needed a tiny little bit. And also, the thing to do with this is really shear it out. Like, you don't want it to be thick. You want it shared out. You see how little that is and how much comes out? So you want to share it out so that it's nice and even, which is really important when you're applying the color, because you don't want the patchiness that sometimes happens when you put on primer and you don't even it out. So once I got the hang of this, I realized that the eyeshadow looks applied better, and there also wasn't that horrible white halo at the top of your brow bone. I mean, when you use a color this noticeable anyway. On me, this primer color is noticeable because it's really pale. Okay, so I'm gonna go on the other side, and I'm not even gonna put any more on my finger. I'm just gonna start with this. And while I'm doing this on this side, it gives this side a chance to like set for a few minutes. Not that I think you can't go right in afterwards, but I like to just, you know, letting it set can't hurt. Because I'm so used to using concealer and powder, and that's just become my routine. Oh, this looks good. Dude, I went to the brow lady yesterday to get my brows threaded, and there's like some obvious ones left here. Hello? So now I'm gonna go in with Deception and just diffuse it up here. I'm gonna start doing that. So right away, I can see this color immediately. I'll do a little more. Wow. That is quite pigmented. Okay, on the other side, same thing. So I just want to kind of dab it on first before I start to like blend it all, because I want to make sure it's even. And I find with this brush, because it's nice and dense, I'm able to get nice even placement of color. Okay, so let's see, what will I do for the outer corner? I think maybe Testify. I think Testify, this color right here, might be nice to give depth to the inner corner. I'm gonna take my narrow BH blending brush, go into Testify. Ooh, ooh, wow. Oh my goodness. You see that? Okay, I'm just gonna take a little more Testify. Wow. That is beautiful. Wow. All right. I'm starting to take up this space here a little bit more than I wanted to. Let's move on to the next color. I think, wow. You know what? I'm gonna go in with Respect on the top of the lid. I'm gonna use my Morphe M170. I just want to see what this looks like, really. I'm just so curious. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Ooh. It's very like radioactive, with these like blue and purple shifts. It's really nice. I'm gonna try to bring that up a little higher on the lid because that is so pretty. I think the next one I want to do is Revenge. The thing that I'm noticing about this palette is the color story is so complementary to each other that you can just create, I'm sure you can create a lot of looks with this. This color right here, Revenge, which kind of reads pink, it also has like peach and purple, and I mean I can see all of the colors just looking really nice together. So they did a good job with putting together this color story, and also it being inspired by Power, which now just makes me really want to see the show. Oh, that's so nice. Ooh. I don't have any colors like this in my eyeshadow palette collection so far. Like I'm really impressed with these. Loving this. Loving it. Really impressed with this. Let me just buff this out a little bit in the crease just to kind of make sure everything kind of like melts together. I'm so excited that this palette is so good. Ah, beautiful. So it's got 5 shimmers and 4 mattes, and I'm going to take the lightest of the shimmers, that's this one, Revenge, and put it in my inner corner, which I'm getting a little better at, I think. So Revenge, like I said, it reads pink, but there's so much more like depth and complexity to these colors than you can actually see in the pan. I'm not sure if you can really see this. It doesn't like pop out like a whole lot, but it does add some sparkly dimension. What I will do, because I was looking for something with a little pop, is the thing is that this kind of blends in a little bit too perfectly with Respect. So I'm gonna do what really scares me and use this whitish color, which you can't really see, but it's not white at all, right? Obviously. And this is called Legacy. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so Legacy on top of Revenge, it's kind of hard to see, but it does give you more pop. It does give me more pop in the inner corner, and you can see it change in the light. So where this is lighter than the rest of the lid color, that's Legacy. Ooh. Where am I going, you guys? Where am I going today? Ah! Wow. So now I'm gonna go off camera and finish off my face, my concealer, and my powder, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna try on my day one. If you don't know already, if you haven't been watching, I'm a little nervous about blush. I never wear it. I've just gotten used to adding bronzer to my makeup routine, which I really like. But blush always just makes me feel like, oh my god, it's too many layers of stuff. It's gonna make me look super draggy and like just looking like wearing too much makeup. But obviously, for the sake of the review, I'm going to do this. I just wanted to be clear about my reservations and also my level of expertise as such, because since I don't really do this much, I'm not going in with a high level of confidence right now. I'm just faking it. So this is the blush. Like I said, I did initially wish that this was more of a berry color with more of a reddish undertone, but for this look and this eyeshadow palette, which I feel like purple is definitely the star of this, you know, color story, this blush actually goes pretty well. So I'm gonna take this side of my dual-ended Sephora brush and put some blush on. I'm not gonna go too crazy because look at that. This was 2 pats and look at that. So I'm gonna just start in here. Whoa, mama. Whoa, mama. Dang. Whoa. That was 2 dips, people. God. So that's enough. That is clearly going to be it for the blush portion. Am I only supposed to put it on my cheeks? Okay. Wow. So I'm not even going to dip it again. I'm just going to go in over here, see what a lighter application of that will be, and I have to go in again. Okay. Wow, this is scaring me. I'm going to be honest. I really see, this is why I don't do blush. I don't. This is just, it looks amazing on people who know what they're doing. On me, I just feel like it looks crazy. It's not subtle at all. Well, I mean, it's super pigmented. There you go. For you super pigmented blush lovers. Wow. What? All right. So we're gonna go into this highlighter. The blush, as you can see, very pigmented. You just need 2 taps at the most, and you're covered. So I'm gonna go into the highlighter, this right here, and apply gently over on this side. I don't know why I just use this brush. I never use this brush for highlighter. Never seen me use this blush. It's not bad though. It's taming the blush down a little better. Let me get my actual highlighter brush. Yeah, it definitely kind of burns the blush out, kind of shears it out a little bit. It's nice and soft, softly formulated. I like that. Still a lot though. Still feel like I just walked off of RuPaul's Drag Race. No, I don't. Sorry. Don't mean that. Yeah, this is still scaring me. I have never worn this much layers of cheek product before. But I do have to say, I like how it looks. I mean, I have no complaints about the blush. The color is a beautiful color. It goes on super pigmented. You don't need a whole lot. I mean, I think those are the pros for blushes. Again, I don't know. I'm new, very, very new to the blush game, and it scares me. I'm looking at myself, it's still scaring me. I don't know what it's really, really looking like on the camera, but I'm just being honest. It's not a bad review, it's just me and, you know, my relationship with blush. My eye look is popping though. I really love it. So I'm gonna go off camera, finish off my eyes, maybe some eyelashes, and then I'm gonna come back and give you my final thoughts and opinions about this eyeshadow palette and my day one blush and highlighter palette by Colored Raine in collaboration with Power. All right, so I'm back, and yes, I did add lashes. I'm wearing the Ardell Baby Wispies, and just judging from the fact that I am here in front of you with them on, lets me know that I kind of like these. They were easy to put on. I got them on in one try, and they're short. They're not super long, so it doesn't feel like too insane and too dramatic. I think the rest of the look is quite dramatic. And here's what I feel about the palette. Love the eyeshadow palette. I'm so glad that I picked up this eyeshadow palette and I didn't just pass on it. I was like, okay, Colored Raine, collaborating with Power. That's cool. I think the most I thought was just like, this is a really cool idea. I would never have thought that one would be inspired to create a palette based on the show Power. The palette is so beautiful. I'm actually worried that people don't really understand how amazing this palette is. Like, if you're someone who loves purples, like, this is a purple color story right here, and it's a really beautiful one. You can use so many different combinations of this palette to create just dramatic, rich, layered, you know, eyeshadow looks, and not complicated either, not hard to do if you have the right tools. You really can use your imagination and put together like a lot of amazing purpley based eyeshadow looks. And like I said, I haven't thought that purple looked really great on me, but I really love this look that I've created on my eye. I think it looks fantastic. I really love it so much. I'm kind of obsessed with it. The blush and highlighter. So I continue to be on the fence about blush for myself. I have not blamed any of the companies or the blushes that I have tried, because I guess I just don't really know what I want blush to look like on me. The blush itself is incredibly pigmented. Like, this is gonna last you forever. You're just gonna go tap, boop, boop, and just keep going. And for y'all who love a super beat face, a super extreme dramatic look, this has got you covered. The highlighter, what I liked about the highlighter is how softly formulated it is. That's my favorite kind of highlighter. It's not grainy, it's not sparkly, it's not chunky. It's really nice. I can't say that I have not had other highlighters like this. It's not incredibly unique in that way, but it's good. You know, both of these are good, and I do like the color too. But like I said, I looked through the site a bunch of times. I had to look real hard to find a highlighter in a duo that I would like. And with the duos, yeah, you know, as I've said before, you don't always get what you want in both. You kind of have to pick one or the other. And the highlighter, I think, is great. So of these two, the My Day One blush and highlighter and the eyeshadow palette in this collection, this one is definitely hands down my favorite. I love it. This was a lot of fun putting this look together, because as usual, I don't have a plan. I just make it up as I go along, and I love this. Love it. So that is basically it for my review of the colored Raine times Power eyeshadow palette and the My Day One blush and highlighter duo. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to click on the thumbs up button if you like this video, and if you want to see more content like this from me, feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification button so that you are alerted each and every time I drop a video into YouTube Landia. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, peace out.